Tonight, we continue the We Will Rise Summit, celebrating Black artists, reflecting on Black history while moving towards an empowered future. Presented by Berklee Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, tonight's virtual event will include Lacretia Flash, Kenn Brass, hosts Simone Francis and Prince Charles Alexander, Black Student Organization, Tia Fuller's Esperanza Spalding Ensemble, choreography by Ruka White, Val Jeanty, and arranger Amanda Bradshaw. We Will Rise Summit, Black artists and the soul of our music.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Prince Charles Alexander. I'm a professor in the Music Production and Engineering Department at Berklee College of Music. The concert tonight is part of Berklee's inaugural We Will Rise Summit, which is offering community members the opportunity to engage with the pillars of this year's Black History Celebration's theme, Black Legacy and Resilience, Education, Empowerment, and Healing. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the presentations featuring our diverse community at Berklee. Let me pass the baton to my co-host, Simone Francis. Simone.
We have a wonderful program in store for you, drawing on inspiration from gospel, jazz, soul, and dance. It is moving, it is powerful, and it is Black, and that's why we're here. We hope that while you're watching, you'll create some buzz on social media using the hashtag WeWillRise21. And if you're joining us on YouTube Live, feel free to also use the live chat to engage. To start us off, please welcome Lacretia Johnson-Flash, the Assistant Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion.
Hi, I'm Lacretia Johnson-Flash, and I am the Assistant Vice President for Diversity and Inclusion at Berklee. We are living in extraordinary times. Of course, there is the pandemic that is taking lives, thousands of them, each and every day. There is the environmental crisis that will be with us for generations to come. There's the vulnerability of our own democracy, both within the United States and, of course, as we've seen globally. And finally, but not least, is this incredible racial reckoning that in many ways has been with us for centuries, but has come to a new level of awareness in recent weeks and months. Berklee has been on our own journey in how we approach and deal with this incredible reckoning that is before us. This has been a time of deep reflection, a time of deep listening, a time of deep learning and unlearning, as well as really thinking about, and more importantly, taking action on making changes to our systems, our practices, our processes within our own Berklee community. As we think about who is in our community, and does it reflect the racial diversity that we so value? What is the experiences of those who work, live, and learn in this community? And what do we need to continue to learn and unlearn to make this a better place? This work cannot be measured in weeks or months, but it must be the collective effort of years. So, for a bit of personal sharing, for anyone who knows me or has been into my office, which is also called the garden, you know that I love plants. And one of the things that I really like and appreciate about plants is not only are they beautiful and so varied, but they follow a natural flow and rhythm of nature. Plants tell you what they need. It's easy to see when they need more care, when they need more light or less light, more water or less water. And like human beings, plants always find a way to rise, rising and breaking through the soil toward light. And likewise, we shall rise to meet this moment because we must.
I'd now like to introduce Haitian Afrofuturist, drummer, turntablist, and assistant professor of ensembles at Berklee, Val Jeanty.
Bonsoir, I am Val Jeanty. This next piece is a homage to the great Nina Simone. It's called Black. Enjoy. Ayi Bobo.
Got very involved with blackness and black consciousness, and I began to see what was happening to me in that atmosphere. My whole freedom thing had been geared toward another. I began to see what was happening to me in that atmosphere. I began to see what was happening to me in that atmosphere. Consciousness, black consciousness, beautiful voices, beautiful black consciousness.
That was so powerful. We are here at the first and hopefully not the last We Will Rise Summit. This year's motto for all of the celebrations is 1 month is not enough, especially the shortest month of the year. So that's why we're celebrating all semester.
Simone, how did you come about the name We Will Rise for the summit?
That's a really good question. I think I was really focusing on what could we do now? How do we build on the momentum and press the gas a little bit? So I think our community really allowed ourselves to elevate and amplify the voices of Black community members, particularly in relation to the work that's been done since the launch of the Black Lives Matter capsule last year on June 19th. Plug, if you haven't visited the capsule, go to berkleecdi.com, Black Lives Matter capsule. So, following that capsule, we have been able to do a lot of reflection, a lot of resource sharing, and a lot of processing. And so now we're here in February 2021. What does this mean? What is the action that we will take? How will we rise to the occasion? And so this is the question that I present to everyone who is participating in this summit and in this performance. How will you rise to the occasion? Let's think about the ways that we show up for Berklee community members. Think about the ways that we show up for all who are in our society, and consider how we can show Black community members that they are loved, they are valued, they are respected, and we are here for them. So the question is, will we rise? And so with that, I'd like to turn it over to Kenn Brass, professor in the Professional Music Department.
Good day. My name is Kenn Brass, and I bring you greetings from AFSAD, the Association of Faculty and Staff of African Descent, here at Berklee. This organization was founded in the late 90s to address significant and long-standing challenges faced by faculty of African descent, and later expanding our effort to include staff of African descent regarding issues of hiring, retention, advancement practices, and quality of life concerns. We are also heavily engaged with mentoring endeavors for students of African descent, supporting undertakings to fund scholarships, and sponsoring learning activities based in the cultural expression of the descendants of African Americans. As we continue to work within the confines of the college, we strive to achieve the tenets of our mission statement. AFSAD is committed to making the Berklee environment increasingly inclusive and supportive for faculty, staff, and students of African descent. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce you tonight to an assistant professor of dance for Boston Conservatory at Berklee, whose outstanding resume includes performances beside Maya Angelou, Shirley Murdoch, and Missy Elliott. Please welcome Ruka White.
Hello, I'm Ruka White, and what you're about to see is a solo performed by the beautiful Berklee performer Christian Gonzalez. In this, we collaborated together working with the piece Strange Fruit, first recorded in 1938 by Billie Holiday. And in this solo, his body represents a site of protest, a protest against the deep South, right, and its brutal slayings and lynching, but also the lynching, the metaphorical lynchings that are alive today in the form of Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, and Emmett Till still. And in spite of all that, there's still this audacity to hope, and there's still the will to dream.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves, blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees, pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouths, scent of magnolia, so sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun, for the sun to up, for the trees to drop, the trees to drop. Strange and bitter cry, strange and bitter.
Thank you, Ruka and Christian. The Black student organizations at Berklee consist of a phenomenal group of students who dedicate their time and energy to fostering community for students of African descent. Oftentimes, they are our thought partners and our accountability advocates. This month, we celebrate their contributions, their inherent value, and the insurmountable ways that they make our community better. Please join me in hearing some reflections from leaders of these organizations.
Hi, my name is Eduardo Omundi. I'm the president of the Berklee African Student Association. We are an organization that is set to empower and support the community of Africans at Berklee through creating programs and spaces that address various achievements and issues pertaining to the African student experience. BASA recognizes and embraces the intersections of race, color, nationality, ethnicity, class, religion, disability, age, sex, gender identity, gender expression, and sexual orientation. BASA does not discriminate on the basis of any of the aforementioned identities.
Hi, I'm Steph. I currently serve as the president of Boston Conservatory's Black Student Alliance. We are so happy to be here at this summit, coming together to celebrate Black legacy and resilience through healing, education, and empowerment. BSA's mission is to foster a community of healthy, supportive, and conscious artists here at the Conservatory and beyond. We are so excited to realize this mission, especially during Black History Month.
SOCA stands for Students of Caribbean Ancestry Club at Berklee College of Music. The goal of SOCA is to essentially create a safe space and a loving environment for students of Caribbean descent, students from the Caribbean, or students who are interested in the Caribbean. Our goal is to foster the academic, social, cultural, and intellectual development of these students while at Berklee.
Hi, my name is Marlon Salmon, and I'm the president of the Black Student Union, where our mission is to cultivate a community for Black students that acts not only as a safe place, but as a hub for opportunity and Black excellence.
What does celebrating Black history mean to us? Celebrating the rich diversity and nuanced experiences within the entire African diaspora. Reveling in the resilience and endurance that is Black culture. Flourishing in the magic and the unity of our melanin. We celebrate and salute Black people today and every day.
To me, Black History Month is an invitation to reflect on our past, bring peace and joy into our present, and manifest everything we hope to achieve in our future.
Acknowledge and appreciate the accomplishments of Black people and to continue on their legacy.
It's acknowledging how much of this country is rooted in Blackness.
It's to acknowledge all of the wonderful and useful things that Black people have contributed to the world, and art and everything that we continually use today, despite everything that they and we've been through.
Black History Month means reparations. It means the people of this country begin to understand, recognize, and demand that Black Americans are treated with the respect that we deserve and are paid for the work that our ancestors did in building this country. The United States of America would not exist without Black people. The culture, the music, the food, we are America.
Celebrate and honor, as well as maintain and redeem the importance of the sacrifices and contributions that those have made before us, all while uplifting ourselves and reminding ourselves of our truth through our history, through our culture, through ourselves.
To honor our ancestors of the past and support and uplift the people that are doing the work right now for the future.
I feel like as a society, especially nowadays, we have painted Black people to just be a certain way, to talk a certain way, to do things a certain way, to be a certain type of way. But there is no monolithic way to be Black. There is no monolithic way to change the world.
And it helps us recognize and remember who came before us and gives us hope for who we can be.
Black history is my ancestry. Black history is my legacy. Black history is every Black body that has the courage of walking this earth. Black history is not a tragedy. It's a triumphant level that I pray I am a part of one day. Black history is our past. Black history is our present. Black history is our future.
Next up is a fellow member of the Recording Academy, a Grammy-nominated musician, and the actual saxophone player for the animated character in the Pixar Studios film Soul. A powerful force on the contemporary music scene with a host of brilliant accomplishments. And most proudly, for me, an educator in our ensembles department, our own Tia Fuller.
Think of all the strength you have in you, from the blood you carry within you. Ancient and powerful men and women built this civilization. Happy Black History Month. My name is Tia Fuller, and I am the producer and director of this next group, the Esperanza Spalding Ensemble, featuring Berklee's own and my girl, DJ Val. It's an honor and a privilege to present this medley in celebration of our rich Black culture and royal heritage. We are all standing on the shoulders of kings and queens. We are all standing on the shoulders of those who have come before. We are the ones who first studied the stars and built the pyramids. We celebrate those who have built a nation, who have transcended despite hardship and pain. We are thriving, we are excellent, and yes, honey, we are Black gold. I hope you enjoy.
Spending only seconds in pure consciousness. If the courage wrapped round had to be different, I am mesmerized by the essence of all this beauty. And as sure as I live, I know there is a Black Messiah coming.
Hold your head as high as you can, high enough to see who you are, little man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel, baby, no one else will tell you, so remember that. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. Now maybe no one else has ever told you so. With a diamond soul. Think of all the strength you have in you, from the blood you carry within you. Ancient men, powerful men, built us a civilization. Think of all the strength you have, from the blood you carry within you. Ancient men, powerful men, built us a civilization. Hold your head as high as you can, high enough to see who you are, little man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel, baby, no one else will tell you, so remember that. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold.
The shadow of the spirit looms against the universal sky. There is a Black Messiah coming. Divine urge has set me free. Godspeed, Godspeed. Pure spirit mind is me.
ruin history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me through the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, and the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed heads and lower eyes, shoulders falling over like teardrops, weakened from my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines, digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise? 'Cause I dance like I've got diamonds at the meetings of my thighs. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind the nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I, in the hope and dreams of a slave, I rise, I rise, I rise. We rise because we are black gold. We rise because we are kings and queens. We rise because we are crowned and kissed.
That was absolutely wonderful. And now, let's celebrate our 2 recipients of the Bill Pierce MLK Scholarship Fund. The fund was established by the Association of Faculty and Staff of African Descent in 2009 with a generous initial donation by former faculty member Walter Beasley. And this has been supported by additional and ongoing contributions from faculty, staff, students, community friends, and Berklee's faculty union. 2 students were selected on the basis of academic performance, extracurricular participation, and outstanding community involvement that benefits communities of African descent on or off campus. The recipients of this year's award are Ariana Stanberry and Catherine Willingham, who will continue the tradition of giving back in honor of the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I'm not only really grateful to have received this award, but I'm also incredibly honored. Giving back to the communities that have given to me is something that's really important, and it's something that I strive to incorporate into my artistry at all times. So to be recognized for an award which embodies that, especially within my last semesters at Berklee as I'm preparing to graduate and go off into the industry, has been really meaningful to me. So I look forward to graduating, to continuing my studies, and to working to make change so that I can see more people from underrepresented communities within music, specifically within classical, contemporary, instrumental music.
Receiving the MLK scholarship means a lot to me. I am very, very grateful for receiving it. With this scholarship, as well as the connections that I've made at Berklee and the education that I've received at Berklee, I look forward to working towards normalizing seeing more students who look like me and more students who come from the Caribbean like me at Berklee and in these musical spaces. So I'm very, very grateful for having received this scholarship, and I look forward to working extremely hard so that I can graduate in May.
Wow. What an amazing night. I feel so blessed to have been involved as a co-host for this inaugural We Will Rise Summit. Please come back next year and the next and the next. Our community has more than its share of talented students, faculty, and staff to pique your interest and satiate your creative palate for years to come. Thank you, Simone, for inviting me to be your co-host tonight. It was so gracious of you to extend an invitation to me. I'm looking forward to participating in more of your and your department's initiatives in the future. Stay safe and stay blessed, everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely, Prince Charles. It was an absolute pleasure hosting this with you this evening. I hope that everyone who joined us, whether you're from the Berklee community or not, that you got to see a little taste of what happens here, right? So we have the magic, and it allows us to do really creative and inspirational things. We will continue celebrating and honoring Black history tomorrow with full sessions, including things that are open to the public. So make sure that you are registered and engaged with the rest of the workshops, panels, and opportunities to learn more from our community members. And don't forget, we will rise.
Hi, I'm Amanda Bradshaw, and this is my arrangement of Lift Every Voice and Sing. The song was dubbed as the Black National Anthem by the NAACP in 1919 due to its powerful cry for liberation for the African American people. It's a song of thanksgiving for freedom that we still cherish and chase today. I hope you enjoy it.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty.
Let our rejoicing rise as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song
full of the faith that the dark past has taught us.
Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory.